got a gopher.
One of my all-time favorite movies is the 1993 thriller The Fugitive. Like you, I was surprised that there was even a novelization of the movie. It was just sitting there at my local thrift store, and I knew right then and there I had to have it, and I knew I wanted to make a video about it. For those who don't know about the movie, here's a quick summary. It's about a respected heart surgeon who's wrongfully accused of murdering his wife, and the never-ending chase to find her true killer. Hot on his trail, however, is the relentless team of US Marshals who will risk everything to see the good doctor brought to justice for his crimes. So strap in, folks, we're going to discuss the similarities and differences of this movie's novelization. Right off the bat, there's little changes here and there plot-wise in the novelization, such as the Chicago St. Patrick's Day parade scene. This omission of the scene in the book led me to believe that the author, J.M. Dillard, used an earlier draft of the shooting script to novelize. The novelization is also as short and fast-paced as the movie, which I found very refreshing. A major change is at the beginning when Helen is getting ready for her husband's return after his assistance in emergency surgery. While in the movie it looks like Helen is getting ready for a romantic evening before she gets killed, in the book, however, she's having a strange premonition that someone is lurking in her house, making her feel uneasy. When she goes upstairs in her walk-in closet, the killer then takes her by surprise. While the movie does set up the audience to suspect Dr. Alex Lentz as the killer, the novelization gives more details as to why Lentz and Kimball would have a grudge against one another. Like in the movie, Lentz is a hotshot doctor working on the drug trials of a new anti-cholesterol medication, RDU-90. Kimball meets Lentz at the Devlin McGregor fundraiser for cancer research. In the book, this is when Lentz asks the heart surgeon his assessment on RDU-90.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Kimball responds in front of everyone that 3 participants in Lentz's drug study all suffered with liver damage. This embarrasses Lentz and potentially hurts his reputation. After leaving the fundraiser, Kimball is called away to assist in an emergency surgery for a homeless man suffering from a bleeding gallbladder. Kimball notices that the man's liver tissue appeared to be scarred. On a hunch, he asks about the man's medical history and finds out that the homeless man is on the same drug protocol for RDU-90. I always found the drug conspiracy to be lacking and confusing in the movie. When Kimball meets Lentz at the fundraiser, RDU-90 is never discussed. RDU-90 doesn't come into play until 2/3 of the way of the film. It's done in a series of flashbacks where Kimball thinks about that night at the fundraiser with Lentz, and then it cuts to another supposed flashback scene that the audience has never seen before, where Kimball is performing surgery, and he starts talking to his fellow colleagues about the new medication. Later, Kimball visits Kathy Whalen at the hospital to inspect the liver samples that were exposed to RDU-90. It's there that he finds out that these liver samples were not the same ones in Kimball's previous biopsy reports. They've been switched with healthier livers so the drug could pass the trial tests and Devlin McGregor could make millions on its release. Only Kimball and his knowledge of the truth of the drug stood in their way. I was pleasantly surprised that the novel treated the drug conspiracy with more respect and understanding, instead of it being sort of an afterthought like in the movie. I liked how the book shows Kimball's self-reflection on his actions from time to time as he escapes police custody. True, he is innocent and had nothing to do with his wife's murder, but he's not this white knight that is completely infallible. Kimball has to steal food to survive, rob another man's clothes to conceal his identity, burglarize Sykes' apartment to find clues to solving his wife's murder. When he comes face to face with his wife's killer and has the upper hand, Kimball contemplates killing the man that took everything away from him. It's these little details that help me appreciate the story of The Fugitive even more. I was, however, disappointed that Sam Gerard wasn't as funny in the novelization as he was in the movie. This is because Tommy Lee Jones is a master of improvisation and comedy and action.
I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Some of the side characters in the movie come across way different in the novelization, such as the characters of Newman and Kathy Whalen. In the movie, Newman appears to be the youngest member in Gerard's squad of US Marshals, but I always felt Newman was able to carry his own weight in the movie.
revelation, young man. Where'd Mr. Roosevelt say the good doctor was going?
Sam, he says he doesn't know where Kimball was going.
You believe him?
Yes, I believe him. He says that he was here to pick up some tissue samples.
What?
Yeah, for a drug study.
Yeah, send the CPD over there right now. No, we're gonna send you a bunch of cops. I want you to make sure they turn that place inside out.
You got it.
Don't let them give you any about your ponytail either.
I won't.
Well done, young man.
My pleasure, Sam.
In the book, however, Newman is quite literally the new man in the group and has little to no experience in a manhunt. He's constantly afraid of talking to his boss, makes mistakes, and is eager to prove himself. He has a subtle character arc in the novelization that appears to be absent from the movie. While reading, I always felt I was silently rooting for Newman. Kathy in the movie appears to be this calm, smart, trustworthy friend to Kimball. In the book, she's a rebel without a cause. She's outspoken, independent, and has a deep friendship with our main protagonist. Instead of wearing a white lab coat to work, she likes to wear a rock band t-shirt and a leather jacket. Personally, I like this colorful persona of Kathy Whalen. It made her character more memorable and fun. Some weird things that bothered me in the book includes the revelation that Richard and Helen once had a son, but died suddenly of unknown causes. This sudden revelation never was brought up again, and I just thought that piece of information was wasted potential and a minor distraction of the plot overall. When Kimball and the other prisoners are being transported to be executed, I found that having 2 mean prison guards instead of 1 like in the movie to be a weird change. One prisoner is asking for some food, and it's the younger prison guard who's openly hostile to him. Then the guard gets stabbed like in the movie. Seriously, why are you being such a jerk? Homeboy only wanted a sandwich. I had no sympathy for that guy after he got stabbed.
Sir, she was trying to fight me, sir. No, I wasn't. Well, I will cut you.
I'm sorry, she's with our Out of the Hood program.
In the end, I would definitely recommend buying this book if you get the chance. It's a must-have for anyone who's a fan of the movie and wants to have a greater appreciation for it. Tell me what you guys think about The Fugitive. Honestly, it's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Subscribe if you want me to make more of these, and I will see you all at the thrift store.
You defile one book, steal another, ask for your money back, and to you that's even.
I'm going in. Look, I'll be honest with you. We've had a lot of trouble with theft lately, and my boss said I have to make an example of someone.
So it could be anyone?
I guess, as long as we catch him in the act.
That guy! Sworn! Sworn!